Alright guys, welcome to the channel. Hope you're all having a good Tuesday afternoon. Hope you're all enjoying the weather. Weather's nice here. Hope it's nice where you are too. I just want to say I really don't know. I really haven't found my authentic self yet. I'm being serious. Sometimes this is gonna sound crazy to some of you guys. It's probably gonna make you guys laugh your ass off. But I think about this stuff. Um, but yeah, I really don't know if I found my authentic self, kind of thing. Sometimes I feel more like a lover. Like yesterday, I was feeling like a lover. Like I wanted to be more of a lover than a fighter, kind of thing. Because I think we're all got different characters and different authentic selves. Do you know what I mean? We all have kind of thing the path we choose and what we're around, our environment and everything. Everything shapes us. But with me, I'm like a mixed bag. I'm like 1 minute I like sometimes I want to be a lover and sometimes I want to be a fighter, and I don't think I found my authentic self. I feel like God very much made me into a not a fighter. I don't go fighting people. Don't get me wrong, but just he made me strong. Do you know what I mean? In the past, he has anyway. Through my life, how it went and stuff, and my environment and the people around me, etc. It made me quite strong. Do you know what I mean? I'm not like that now, but I'm still strong enough. But not like how I was. Do you know what I mean? As I've said in previous videos, but I feel like my authentic self is more of a lover than it is a fighter or a warrior. Do you know what I mean? That'd be what I'd choose every time. But sometimes I feel like I want to be like Jesus, which is a bit of both. Because Jesus was strong. Obviously, he had strength. He was the Son of God. Do you know what I mean? He had strength people didn't know about. But he also probably was quite strong as a man as well. Hence, him flipping the tax collectors' tables over and calling them a brood of vipers, etc. Um, and the way he spoke so boldly, do you know what I mean? He was probably quite a strong man. And he was God, so obviously he was strong. But yeah, I don't know what my authentic self is. I feel like more of a lover than a warrior or a fighter. I just do. That's where my heart is. Do you know what I mean? God is love. Do you know what I mean? God's more love. I think Jesus was more love than he was anything else as well, because he sacrificed himself on the cross for everybody. So this is what I think. But he had his strong side as well. So I don't know whether I don't know what my offer. It's gonna sound funny to you guys. It's gonna make you laugh your ass off. But I've been really thinking about this lately. I don't know whether I want to be like a lover, like I don't mean a lover like go playing about everywhere. I don't mean that I'm a one woman man, but I just mean in the heart. Do you know what I mean? More of a lover than a warrior or a fighter kind of thing. But yeah, I just don't know. It's like Jesus was a bit of both, but he was more of a lover, I think, overall. This is my guess, do you know what I mean? But he still had both. He still had both sides to him. So, like today, I'm a bit more of a fighter. Like I was training earlier and stuff. So yeah, right now I feel more like not a warrior. 'Cause I wouldn't go that far. I'm not saying I'm a warrior or anything, but there's a lot of people more warrior than me, that's for sure. But I just feel like bit of a mixed bag at the moment. Do you know what I mean? Yesterday I felt very much like a lover. That was my mindset. I was in a very soft way of thinking and mindset. Do you know what I mean? I struggle with this. It's hard to find. Sometimes it's hard to find what you want out of life and what your authentic self is, kind of thing. And sometimes it's your environment and your circumstances that mold that as well. But yeah. Yeah, I guess if I ever get a chance, I'm gonna be more of a lover. Do you know what I mean? That's all I can say. But yeah, I guess I'm learning to trust in God more these days as well. Like at one time, I'd rely on myself and my own strength somewhat, but now I'm starting to trust in God more. Like, do you know what I mean? I believe He's got a plan for all of us, and He'll always see you through life. Do you know what I mean? No matter what, you will suffer. Obviously, you'll have people take the pee, people will laugh at you, mock you. You know what I mean? Hate you. All sorts of stuff. Do you know what I mean? But talk behind your back. Do you know what I mean? Gossip about you. You'll have all sorts of stuff. But do you dirty? Do you know what I mean? All sorts of things all happen in life. Do you know what I mean? But God always sees you through. That's all I can say. And I'm learning to trust in Him more and not rely on my own understanding as much. Sometimes you have to be led by God's Holy Spirit and just let go sometimes and let God. You can't do everything on your own strength, I find. You just can't. And I think once you realise that, you're halfway there, kind of thing. You stress less. Do you know what I mean? You're less stressed all the time. You just give it to God and just know that He's going to see you through. Do you know what I mean? It's hard for not every. It's hard for a lot of people to do that because they ain't got faith. But this is just, yeah. But the only way that develops is by reading the Word of God and experience. Do you know what I mean? It's all I can say. It's the only way it develops, kind of thing. But yeah, with my faith, that's kind of how I think. Do you know what I mean? I've learnt to let go and let God more and not stress about stupid stuff that doesn't really. Yes, it's annoying. It's not convenient. It's not the best. In hindsight, you wish you'd have done things differently, or you wish you'd have made different decisions or different. Yeah, sometimes you wish you hadn't caused yourself problems. Do you know what I mean? I think sometimes in life, do you know what I mean? Sometimes we can be kind of like our own worst enemy sometimes, but it's not always obvious. Do you know what I mean? It's not always obvious to us at the time. That's all I can say. We make poor choices, poor decisions, and sometimes, do you know what I mean? I have in the past, do you know what I mean? But I've learned from those mistakes, and I'm trying not to make them as much now. Do you know what I mean? That's all I can say. Trying not to make them as much now. But yeah, the Lord always sees you through anyway, I found, and sometimes things are sent to test us, and do you know what I mean? It's like to see if we do the right thing or test our heart posture, or do you know what I mean? And stuff like that. So I think God does test us sometimes in many different ways. But yeah, I ain't found my authentic self yet. I think I'm more of a lover though. I really do. I think I'm more of a lover. I trained today, but I think I'm going to trust in the Lord more and not rely on my own strength as much, because I feel like that's kind of like my authentic self. But at the same time, um, it's all pros and cons. Do you know what I mean? It's all pros and cons, strengths and weaknesses and stuff. Some Everyone likes different things. Everyone wants different things out of life. So you just gotta be true to yourself and what you want out of life, I think, and go after what you want. Do you know what I mean? That's all I can say, really. Whatever it is, do you know what I mean? Yeah, so that's all I can say. But yeah, I've waffled on for a long time, guys. You're probably thinking, what's he been smoking again? The good stuff. I'm only joking. You're probably thinking that again, do you know what I mean? Is he talking about the cag? What is he talking about? Do you know what I mean? I'm an interesting character, that's all I can say. I got my own quirks and stuff. So I'm not everyone's cup of tea, do you know what I mean? But some people might find what I talk about interesting. Some people will think I'm an absolute douchebag. But that's just the way it is, do you know what I mean? You're not going to please everyone. You're not going to make everyone happy. So that's all I can say, really. But yeah, this is who I am today. Like I say, I wear many hats. I can really, I adapt. Do you know what I mean? I adapt to my circumstances and the environment. That's all I can say. I've always been like that. I've always been like that. So, yeah, that's all I can say, really. Well, I try to anyway. Some environments you can't adapt in. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them that bloody bad. I've been in a few of them in the past, but I'd say no more on that one. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, but it taught me valuable lessons. Do you know what I mean? It taught me things about life. So I don't necessarily regret it. I just felt very uncomfortable in some situations I've been in my life. Do you know what I mean? And some people have been around, but yeah. But yeah, that was many years ago, and it's all in the history. Well, quite a few years ago, and it's all history now. So yeah. But I've met some really good people too. Do you know what I mean? People might consider coming from a rough background, etc. But they've been really good people. So do you know what I mean? It's don't always judge a book by its cover. That's all I can say, because people can surprise you, sometimes in good ways, sometimes in bad ways. Do you know what I mean? It's just one of them things. But yeah. But yeah. Uh, yeah, life's a funny old journey. Twists and turns, takes you all sorts of places. Sometimes, do you know what I mean? That's in my case anyway. So yeah. But yeah. You've learnt a bit more about me now. I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. You might be thinking, what was he talking about? Just life problems, life. Not life problems really. It weren't my problem. It was more other people's problems, kind of thing. But you meet a lot of different people in life. That's all I can say. It's not always good. It's not always how you'd want it. You make mistakes. You get around the wrong people sometimes and stuff. It's all a learning curve. Do you know what I mean? It all makes you grow. It makes you realise who you want to be around and who you don't, kind of thing. That's all I can say. But like I say, you can't always judge it, because I've met some people that have come from quite a rough background and they've been really good people. Do you know what I mean? Like some of the best people I've met have been like that sometimes, but there's also been a lot of bad people like that as well. So it's one of them. That's all I can say, really. But yeah, never judge a book by its cover, because you can't always tell. Do you know what I mean? You need to understand and read it before you can truly understand it. That's all I can say. But yeah, that's it, guys. Anyway, thanks for watching as always. But yeah, needless to say, all those people are no longer in my life. Do you know what I mean? That's all I can say, and I'm quite happy about that. But yeah, anyway, what else to say? Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you all. I love you all. Keeping you all in my prayers. Wishing you the best. As I always say, change the record. But yeah, you know me by now. You know what I say and don't say. So yeah. But yeah, guys, I really do wish you all the best, and hope you enjoy the weather. So yeah, that's it. This video is quite long now. I wasn't planning to talk for this long, but I did. So yeah. Thanks anyway, guys. God bless. Take care. Much love, and I'll be back soon. Take care, guys. Bye. Love you all.